Check, chickity check.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for being approximately 2 minutes late at this moment. I had my computer crashed. That's always fun whenever your computer crashes, right? Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it sounds like I got in just as you were starting the stream.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Everybody, I'm trying to get everything lined out. Just bear with me for 2 seconds, and we will get everything lined out. I promise you. I had you restart the computer, so everything is trying to open at one time, and it is so much fun. And we've got Chris from Saturn Memories on the phone through Discord, amazingly. This is just starting to be an awesome day, isn't it, man?
You're cutting in and out a little bit.
Yeah, it's probably because my face was about 5 feet from the phone. They probably can't even hear you at all. All right. Yeah, my computer has just gone to the slow burn of sky. I'm trying to get everything off here. I'm trying to get you on Discord on the computer, but it's gonna take me a second, so you'll be all right. No worries. But for those of y'all who remember, right, we were at the approximate halfway point on disc 2, I believe. I think it said we were level 19 or so. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, level 19. We've got 3 hours and 55 seconds up in there. So we are going to go ahead and make sure everything's good to go up on here, and we will rock and roll at that point. All right. So let's try to get Discord back up and running as my computer wheel keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. In the meantime, though, we're going to come over here and take a look at old Trogdor and make sure everything's good. He's snoring. We don't need to save the game. That is the last thing we need to do. We just save the game. Alright, we're going to wait until morning. Go ahead and pet him up, and all the notifications from a computer starting up, I do sincerely apologize. Chris, I just don't know, man. I am trying my best to get Discord up and running, but it just doesn't seem to be wanting to hang along, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm having trouble hearing you through the Discord, but if I go and listen to you over the stream, it sounds fine. So at least the viewers aren't having any issue.
Right, that's just because my face is so far away from the phone. That's all it is. That's all that is, brother. Alright, we have the village of Zoa and we have Uru. We're going to go ahead and hit up Uru and get into it. And by the way, I have absolutely no way of checking the comments thread because of my phone and everything else. So it is whatever.
Looks like it's just 2 viewers, one of which is me.
And the other one's not me, so.
Yeah, I tweeted out your earlier tweet from 8 hours ago.
Right.
So maybe you'll people in here.
That'd be alright. We're still gonna do it. Just don't understand why I can't get Discord up and running. Like, it won't do what it's supposed to do. That's the whole reason I restarted the computer, because Discord wouldn't start. But I digress. Guess that's what I get for actually exiting out of Discord.
Did you download an update before you tried to get back into it or something? Maybe that has something to do with it.
Man, I can't even. I'd be lying to you if I told you one way or the other. Like, I have no idea. But I cannot. I've tried to start it up 5 or 6 times, and this is the worst fight I've had in a long time. Probably because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the computer, trying to figure out how I am gonna make this work, It's just like, okay.
This is the farthest I've ever seen into this game.
Really?
I didn't realize you actually revisit the first stage of the original game.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
I just don't understand why this thing won't do what it's supposed to do. It tries to open itself, and then it just completely collapses. Let me see something real fast. Excuse the keyboard. I like mechanical keyboards. So, alright, we are going to open Discord in the... Haha! Maybe we can do it this way. Alright, I am going to sign on over here and unmute myself. One second. Hey Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine now. I actually got to turn you down a little bit.
Aha, there we go. Give me a little bit of talk. I want to make sure the desktop audio is picking you up.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
I'm gonna bump your mic up a little bit. There we go. Thank the maker. Thank the maker. If nothing else, we're gonna do it this way. If nothing else, we're gonna do it this way. Boys and girls, we've gone from using Discord on the phone to using Discord on the brow. I mean, we are some technical giants. Some technical giants. That's what we are. Not in the slightest.
At least I can hear you without the audio cutting out.
Exactly.
Times in between mid sentence.
Oh man. All right. It says we had peak 4 concurrent viewers. I don't know if y'all 4 other 3 people are still here. But go ahead and introduce yourselves down there up in the top chat if you don't mind. If not, you know, you can just, you know, kind of watch and be quiet. That's cool too. I mean, it's all bueno, man. No, man, I had to scarf down a burger like right before all this, and I was really starting to worry about it. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Late dinner?
Dude, I've been like editing the video that's gonna drop tomorrow, and as usual, I always like to wait until the last second to do crap half the time. So, I mean, I had to re-record part of the video. I wasn't happy with it, so I changed things up.
Any clues as to what it's going to be?
It seems to be one of our most popular videos, and a lot of people really enjoy it. So, as I get my dragon completely and totally annihilated, yeah, come on, I really need to do something. Let's see. Holy Diver Time is in the house. Here we go.
Oh, so it already dropped or something?
No. Oh, the video? No. It is related to the most one of the most popular videos on the page, and a crap ton of people have requested that we do a particular game, and their wish has been granted.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So you'll just have to wait until 10 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow to find out what it is. Hopefully you enjoy it.
The lost sequel to The Crow, City of Angels? Maybe?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. We are literally dumpster firing. Where is AJ? Is he in the house? I need to send him a message and tell him to get his ass in stream. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. I'm sending AJ a message on Facebook right this second, telling him to get his ass in stream. I was trying to get him to actually get up and stream up on the Discord, but I don't think he has Discord.
I know you mentioned he doesn't really have the technical ability to do that right now.
Well, I don't know if I'm just kind of assuming at this point, we got a little back room. Those of y'all who've been watched the stream before, y'all know how it works. We sit here and talk about crap. We play the game. This is not a step-by-step guide on how to do things. I know he watches a lot of the streams after the fact. I think he works relatively late in the evening, from my understanding. Alright, let's see. HP needs to go up. Was that my last one? Yes, it was. Jesus Christ. Chris, we're getting our asses handed to us today, brother. We getting our asses handed to us.
Us? No, you.
No, you are my partner, man. You are my partner. You have to, like, you know, be in point with this for real. You can't like sidestep that crap. No, it ain't gonna work like that. No, thank you.
I don't see anybody else sitting on that dragon.
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta like go with the flow, and the dragon called to me, so I'm here with the dragon, man. I have become one with the dragon. I want to see how big this map is. That is a huge map. I ain't been paying attention to crap. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. I remember seeing Chaz run through this area the first go around, so.
And regardless of AJ's setup, it would be nice to have him in here if he could possibly do a Discord with us sometime.
That's and you know, I sent him an invite to the server, so I mean, I don't know if he got it in time, because you know how Discord does this thing. I don't know if you know, but I would assume you know. If you send out an invite up on Discord, you can schedule it for either 1 hour or permanent. I mean, 1 day or permanent. And I'm not sending the permanent link out. Not because I don't trust people, but because of the fact that if somebody was to ever get into somebody else's account, they immediately have access to my Discord server.
You can ban people from your server, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, man, but there's really tech-savvy people who might be able to do things to my server that I don't like and that my server doesn't like. You know, my server has feelings.
Well, I don't know. Like, I have, I don't know, like 300 people in my server, and I've given out the permanent server.
Oh, you had, yeah, that's right, like, right.
All over the place, and I've never really had any major issues.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just me being paranoid, so it don't matter. It's not what I was wanting to shoot at.
But he's on Twitter and Facebook. You could also send the permanent link to him privately if you wanted to.
Right. I don't know if AJ even has a way to get on there. I mean, I mean, like, I don't know how his setup is.
Well, at the very least, he could do it via phone like you were just a minute ago.
God, that audio is so horrible, though.
Better than nothing. That's
true, that's true. I'm just really sucking tonight. This is what 2 weeks of not playing this game gets me. I really want to get done with this too, though, tonight. I really do. I want to make some good progress.
He's got to use some sort of editing software to put his videos together. So
nah, knowing him, dude, he's probably like VHS and that stuff. He's splicing film by hand. He's splicing film by hand.
He's recording via DVD player. I know he does that much, but like to edit his videos, he's got to be using like Premiere or Vegas or something. So that means he has a desktop or a laptop or something.
I mean, I know he's got a computer.
Yeah, I mean, he could run Discord off of that. I guess the issue would be whether he has a microphone he can use. If he's got a laptop, he at least has a built-in one.
He's got a microphone. Otherwise, his videos would be complete gameplay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So.
No, what I'm talking about is like internet connection. You know, I mean, contrary to popular belief, not everybody in the United States has the greatest internet connection. And Discord actually...
But for him to...
What I was getting at is there's a possibility that he maybe doesn't upload stuff where he lives. I would think he did.
Yeah. Well, if he does, then he definitely has, you know, something better than a 56K connection.
That's exactly right. See, this is why AJ needs to be in the chat. What? Why did I just go white? Oh, that was the weirdest intro to the battle screen ever. I thought the game froze up for a second there. I was slightly worried. And I am really getting my ass handed to me tonight, man. This is just like not bueno. Prism laser. I ain't tried that one in a minute. I don't think I've even tried it. Oh, that's just... okay, I see what it is. That did a fair amount of damage, I guess. I'm starting to not like the tri-laser too much. It doesn't necessarily do what I want it to do. Because I am really not having a good time right now. But how about all the mushrooms in the water, man?
They definitely weren't in the first game, so I don't know what that's about.
I'm just saying, like, those are some crazy ass shrooms. You can just imagine, like, this entire thing is nothing more than, what's his name? Is his name? Crap, I always forget the dude's name. E something. I'm just thinking, yeah, Edge. Crap. That's how long it's been since I thought about this. No, I was just basically alluding to the fact that maybe the dude's on one hell of a damn mushroom trip, and this entire thing's a dream. I know that's not the truth, I'm just saying. Fan fiction. Oh, this is a huge map. Absolutely.
Hey, Mike's in the chat now.
What's up, Mike? Hey, bro, you got Discord? Now we wait for the 30-second delay. Hey, you keep an eye up on that chat and tell me if he does. We're gonna get him up in. We're gonna get him in here if he's able to.
Yeah, that's right. You can't see the chat right now.
Yeah, able and willing. Able and willing.
I'll let you know what he says. I'll let you know what he says. He says, "I do not."
Oh, come on, man. Damn. Dude, you should totally download. You should totally download Discord like right now, bruh. Like right now. That way you can get up in here and talk real time and be ahead of the game 30 seconds. I really wish that we had an option on how long this delay was, because it's like you do have options, but you lose abilities from what I've gathered and the research I've done. And I haven't tried it out yet. I'm kind of worried that I would lose too much.
I've gotten it down to about 6 seconds. So use the ultra low latency feature.
Yeah.
Options for your streams.
What I'm wondering about though is that it was talking about like my what would it be, like the output would be insanely different. Like 1 minute you might be looking at, you know, a 720p picture, the next minute you might be looking at, you know, 480 if you're lucky. That's the main reason why I didn't do it. I beat all these games in Japanese. Well, Mike,
I've managed to keep a 720p stream going in good quality every time I've streamed.
This map is ridiculously big, man.
He's asking what the server's name is. It's just the Saturn Junkyard Creators.
Mike, I got you on Facebook. I'm sending you a link. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, check your Facebook DMs, Mike. Sam's gonna send you a link.
Dude, where's he at? I sent one to... I totally forgot that you and me were friends on Facebook. I just thought about it whenever you said something. There's an invite to the server. That was probably loud as hell up on the mic. Be funny as hell if I just like swap SCART cables and start playing some Streets of Rage 2, wouldn't it? Do you think people would get mad?
Well, I don't know. How many people have been following the Saga streams?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, it was sometimes we have, you know, 15, 20 people in streams. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have like 5 people in stream. Oh, there's some. I forgot about this. I forgot about this puzzle thing. I need to figure this part out. It's kind of why I like going in a little blind. Go in a little blind and you don't know what the hell's going on, and you're just like, hey, no, we're not going in there yet. This is a really big map. An awesomely big map. I gotta get this thing pointed. Go towards the mountain. Dude, that slowdown. That 32-bit slowdown. There we go. Alright. I don't even think I'm gonna end up going full over this entire map. There is so much crap to look at. I think I'm gonna hit these. I think those are some more boxes down there, maybe. Yeah, there we go. I didn't get to see the end of Chaz's run, so I don't know if he actually got 100% on his run or not. I'm hoping the dude did. He put some time into that.
Mike says what you sent him was a link for the YouTube video, not the Discord server.
What? Oh, my bad. My bad. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Invite. Copy. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm an idiot. I'm a straight idiot, dog. I'm real. Whoa, I'm in the middle of a fight. Why didn't you tell me something, man?
I'm 30 seconds behind you. I can't, like, you're... Like, it just faded to white for me, like, right now.
You're supposed to be full-time, dog. Full-time. Oh.
Well, I'll have to use my third eye to see into the future then, because I'm not going to be able to tell you things immediately.
Jesus Christ. Mike, join up on the general voice chat. You should be... Hold up. You might not be able to. You should be able to. Let's see. This is amazing.
Multitasking.
I'm multitasking, but I don't think it's gonna work very well. Rolls. He is a guest now. There you go. Put him as Mike. Mike, you need to get in chat.
Oh yeah, he's in there. He's gonna have to plug in a microphone and hop in the voice channel though.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have to, per se.
No, but it'd be nice.
It would be. That way we don't have to keep looking at the screen. Because looking at the screen is for people with eyes, and we don't have eyes. We game with our minds. That's why you were supposed to know I was getting attacked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
You're supposed to be on point, man. Surprised Pat with the Shiro crash didn't join up with us. That's so... How I said that was so, like, authoritative, though. It's like, get in the voice chat. General channel. It's like, no... Hey, man, get in the voice chat. It's all cool, bro. No, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy the video for tomorrow. I think they will. At least... with all the people who asked for the game, I don't know if they're going to be happy with the answer I provide in that. That's always something a lot of people don't get. You're probably going to have to turn down the stream audio there, Mike.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's it going, guys?
It's going awesome, brother. What's up?
Ah, man, not much. Just a busy day, and what's up?
Please tell me you're not from Boston. I know you're not from Boston.
What if I am? What if I am?
Then you're probably the third person from Boston I've ever met in my life, or ever talked to in my life.
I'll give you a hint. I'm from a place that people usually hate us.
New York.
Yeah, possibly.
You got it.
Lord have mercy, we got one of them real Yankees. A southerner, a Yankee, and then whatever the hell Chris is.
Alright.
Oh, man.
So, I'm curious about something.
What's that? Hey, Mike, what kind of microphone are you using? Because you're breaking in and out.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
All right. Just holy diver everything that comes at us, man.
I was gonna say he doesn't sound like he's from Boston. I was gonna guess New York. But,
well, I think the man that is better. Thank you, sir. So what's up, man?
Question is, when you play all these games, playing ROMs, or do you literally own every one?
This game right here, I do not own the second disc or the fourth disc. I own the first disc and the third disc. I bought it in a lot back in like 2012 or so with about 30 games total, and it had like 6 copies of Daytona USA in it, and I honestly don't think the dude had any idea what he was selling because he sold it for $80, and those 2 discs were in there, and that's the only reason I even bought the lot, is because I saw those 2 discs. So yes, right now with us playing on disc 2, we are actually playing a backup. We're not playing an original disc.
Gotcha. And is this Chris from Saturn Memories?
Yep.
Oh, it's like a friggin' party up in here. Like I got the biggest superstars. It's like Hogan, Macho Man in the same.
Yeah, man. That's kind of the jive I like to try to get up in here is, you know, a whole bunch of guys that, you know, do this kind of gaming wise, and you know, for this instance, we're all YouTubers. So of course y'all are been around this thing for a lot longer than I have. So
as long as I'm not Hogan, I get to be Randy Savage. Then I'm okay with that analogy.
Okay.
Let's see. I am completely lost again. That's the
So
one.
every time you have a poll on Saturn Junkyard, I put in the most random Japanese I like to see if eventually you will play one.
Well, you got to get the people to vote for it, man. If they vote for it, I'm all for it. Like, whatever the winning vote is at the day I say that the poll ends, no matter what game that is. Prime example, The Crow, City of Angels. I'm going to play it. That's the poll. The poll is not what I want to play. It's what the community wants to play.
Right.
I mean, believe me, there's a lot of games I would love not to play, but that's just not how the poll works.
Gotcha. All right, I'll keep plugging away at those obscure Japanese ones, and eventually I'll win out. So
there you go. And I can't promise that, you know, if I don't own a game and, you know, people vote for it, then we're gonna play it regardless. By whatever means necessary, we're gonna play it. Of course, it's always gonna be played on original hardware every single time.
See, I should make you play the game that's based on Schick Razors.
Yeah.
Ah, man, what the hell was that called? It's like Schick Defender Man or something like that. It's on one of the GameWare discs.
Right.
Something really weird like that.
I heard of that one. That's funny.
Oh, how the hell do I get the keystone out of the way? I totally don't. Oh my god. Connect to the tunnel, but that keystone thing is still in the way. I've got to get the inside. If I can get in, I can get past those. Okay. Pat.
Hello, hello.
What's up, man? What's up, man? Hey, you should totally like tell me how I get the thing out of the way for the tunnel, since it's.
Is my mic on?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up?
Not much. Just at the noodle company getting some pad thai.
Ah, okay. So you're talking to us up on the phone.
I am.
Ah. Okay.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live, sir. We are live, sir.
I got. So I think it's the first live stream where we have a host calling in from a noodle company restaurant.
Well, it's also the first time that we have ever had Mike from Sega CD Universe on board.
Hi, nice to meet you, Mr. Mikey.
How's it going, Pat?
Doing pretty well. Just sitting at a noodle company getting some pad thai.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I got some chicken pad thai with some pot stickers.
So what's new up on the Shiro side there, Pat?
We just dropped our podcast on the white paper. So the Sega white paper, that promotional thing that they sent out to like the stores and stuff, so they're proclaiming how great the Saturn is.
Right.
And we basically did a MST 3K.
Mystery Science Theater 2000, man. 3000.
Yeah. So essentially, we just riffed through it, talked about some of the points, talked about how crazy Sega is, things of that nature. was pretty fun. It was really long though. It ended up like being 3 hours. We edited it down to 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, it was very, very long.
So you said you MST3K'd it, but since it's a Saturn, you Off-World Interceptor Extremed it, right?
Sure, let's go with that.
I don't know if you're familiar with that game, but
no, I'm not. Unfortunately,
basically they recorded all these really cheesy cutscenes and then decided they sucked, and then just MST3K'd over their own cutscenes for the game.
And this was for what system?
Saturn, Off-World Interceptor Extreme.
Oh, nice! I'll have to try that one out.
It's not a very good game, but you know.
Well, it sounds like the way you're describing it sounds like a fun game.
The cutscenes are interesting.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So I had a question for you. What did you say your name was? It was Mike?
Yeah,
Mike,
from
right?
Sega CD Vampire.
Nice. What would you say your favorite Sega CD game is of all time?
That's so tough. You know, people really.
Oh, sorry.
People knock the system. It really does have a lot of good games that. But go ahead.
I was just gonna make a joke. I was gonna say, what is your favorite Sega CD game and why is it Snatcher?
Why is it Snatcher?
I think my favorite one of my favorite. I have too many, but I really love Double Switch. Actually, a sucker game. Snatcher's up there. Firehead is a really great full motion video game that has a lot of options to it. I know AJ from Mastercast TV just covered that recently. That's a game I really enjoy.
Nice. Those are some solid titles. Yeah, man. I got lucky with my Sega CD. I got it already fixed. The cap replaced, and all I had to do was replace the laser pickup in it, which was pretty easy.
Cool.
So yeah, I love the system. I don't know why people mock it. I think the 32X is deserving of more of a knocking than the CD. There's tons and tons of great games for that. I mean, just the working designs games alone are worth that system.
Yeah, I would say so. Like Popful Mail, Lunar, and 2A, some good titles.
Exactly, and I mean, to be honest though, for me, I bought it for Snatcher, so essentially it was just a Snatcher machine for me. But I learned that it was region free, and I have a bunch of nicely burnt Tao Yuden discs with a bunch of really good games on it.
Cool.
I like to one day get Snatcher and all those other ones, just to know the funds currently.
I hear you, man. That's cool.
One of these days, do you have a pretty big collection?
Yeah, I have all the United States releases, just not all are complete. Some are just disc, some are disc with better disc with box with no whatever. Yeah, I own the whole United States. I didn't go for variants. Some people went out. You don't have the 6 lunar variants, and I'm like, yeah, I understand.
You should be like, yeah, I'm not.
I do have both variants of Albert's Odyssey for the Saturn, though. I have both discs.
It's cool.
Yeah, those variant collectors are basically a bit crazy when it comes to that, especially with the working designs game where there's like several different variants, and it's like the game's expensive as it is. It's gonna be, I mean, especially for the Magic Knight Ray Earth. I mean, to get all those like at least disc, it's like almost $1,000.
Crazy, yep. Yeah, but I have all of the United States stuff, and then some of the unlicensed releases, and even helped Good Deal Games release a couple. My name is instruction manuals.
Really? Did you work for Sega back in the day?
No, they I hope I'm not railing. Damn.
You're breaking out there a little bit, Mike.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not derailing your stream with random
Dude, this is literally what the stream normally devolves into. Within about 20 minutes, because I mean, best way to understand this is that we are basically a bunch of guys sitting on a couch talking crap, playing a game.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of fun too. That's how we get a lot of good discussion going on. I know Chris can attend to that.
Oh, definitely.
So, you asked me a question, and I was responding. Oh, Good Deal Games. So,
oh, are you the one that comes up with those newer ones, the newer releases that they come out with?
I didn't come up with them, but like when Michael Thomason wanted to put out Johnny Mnemonic and the Smurfs a few years back, it's probably got to be like 7 or 8 years ago now.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty awesome.
I was the one who like converted the files, get them to run on the Sega CD, and convert the PAL version of the Smurfs to the American version, and then I burnt them discs and sent them to him. And he licensed the games. He found out I think he didn't license for one of them, so we couldn't sell it. I guess because it was tied up with other like licenses. So if you look in one of like little instruction paper manuals they included, it says my name inside of it, and he included me. He did some book recently called it was like games you never knew existed, or the weirdest games that existed, or something like that. Included me in there, which I thought was nice of him. I didn't even know he was doing it.
Nice. And so those releases, they're like full like, Sega CD cases.
Right? They're like these thin kind of Blu-ray cases. That's probably the best way to describe how they look.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I was looking at that. I would love to get my hands on them, but I think I missed the book.
Yeah, I think they stopped selling them because he found out one of them didn't have a license for or something. And I'm not sure about the other one. The book's downright bizarre games. You've probably seen that that meme of him sitting in a room with games around him, and it said, "I brought all these to GameStop and I only got $1."
Oh, nice.
It's the same guy. He was like the biggest collector. He was like Guinness World Record video game collector.
That's pretty insane, dude. Yeah, I'd love to get more into the Sega CD stuff, but I mean, the same thing with the Saturn. A lot of those really good ones are priced.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, I haven't been able to find a working Sega CD that's actually worth picking up, in my opinion, since I sold mine way back in the 2000s, dude. Every one of them I find, even the broken ones, most of the time, whenever I find the broken ones, they want $70, $80 for them. And I'm just like,
yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm not willing to pay $70, $80 for a broken Sega CD that I don't know what's broke with it. I mean, generally speaking, I mean, there's very few things. I mean, you got caps, you got your laser, your pickup, stuff like that. That's easy stuff. I mean, I mod most of my own stuff, so that's not an issue, but
half my Sega CD collection disappeared.
It got stolen?
Thank you very much.
It might have gotten stolen.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be home when I come back on. I just got my food, so see you guys in a...
Alright,
take care, man. Nice to meet you.
I ain't gonna name names, but I think I know who may have taken it. But it's not really a big deal since my Sega CD collection was only 2 games.
Oh my god.
Well, listen, whatever games you were missing, I have now, and they're mine. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. The truth comes out, man. The truth comes out.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just left with Sonic CD at this point, but I did have a Japanese copy of KO Flying Squadron as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, cool. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell that got to though, but I have a feeling I knew who took it though.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Shadow. Oh my god, I've wanted that game for so long, but
yeah, Shadowrun would be a good one to have for sure.
Yeah.
But no, I've never owned Shadowrun.
Ooh, we haven't tried this one yet. Rave Slashers. What is this all about? Oh, that is some awesome graphics, dude.
I'd like to get my hands on Soulstar. That'd be a cool one to have.
Dude, that was an excellent, not the fact that it's an excellent fight, but that was a excellent berserker move. That oh my god, that was beautiful. I don't even think I ever used that in the past.
Hey, Chase is in the chat now.
Chase! I'm glad you joined us, brother, because we absolutely need the Panzer Dragoon Saga God to impart upon us his wealth of information regarding how I am to get the block out of my way. This is life and death, man. All right, pull excellent off of that one too. Cool stuff, bro. Cool story, man. So, Mike, you still here?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
So, what would you do if Adam Koralik just like popped in? Because the first time I ever even knew about your channel was whenever he was talking crap about you or something, or mentioning you, and you popped up all of a sudden, just like, dude, stop talking about me, or stop talking about my channel, or something like that.
Yeah, he's a good guy. We met, I guess, pretty much when I don't know if it was when he started on YouTube. He got as popular. Now that he's pretty popular, he still reaches out, and I leave a comment, take time to respond. He's a good guy. I like him.
I think he was one of the channels I started watching the most whenever I first got back into Dreamcast collecting back about 2012. I pretty much got burned out on the Saturn, and it was either 2013 or 2014 because we moved into a new house, and I saw his Figure It Out, not Figure It Out, what was it, Keep Dreaming series or whatever the case is. Chase, this is the block I'm speaking of. This tetrahedron, or half of a tetrahedron that's literally floating in midair. I don't know how the hell to get it out of the way. I never forgot.
Is he in the voice chat? Because I don't hear him in the voice chat.
No, he's in the stream chat.
No.
Oh, okay.
He has an answer for you. Hold on. It's got to target the whale when it's next to the block.
Got to target the whale when it's next to the block, boys and girls. Gotcha. See, this is why I love having Chase here. Not only is Chase a wealth of information, but he is also awesome whenever it comes to reaching out. He is the best kind of person to have up in the chat, because he's like, yo, man, I got you.
Yeah. Like, I can help you out with the games that I've played all the way through, but just this one isn't one of them.
Well, I mean, I've only even beaten the game one time, and that was a very long time ago. Like I said, I played this game 2 years ago. That was the last time I played this game, and I did not beat it. In fact, I don't even think I made it this far before I basically called it quits.
Have you the game I always recommend that hasn't won a poll yet is Cyberdoll. It's a turn-based RPG that's like 2D looking. It sort of looks something like a cyberpunk version of Final Fantasy VII. When you get into the battles, they're 2D, like side-scrolling looking things, but they're turn-based. Have you ever played Cyberdoll?
I have not played Cyberdoll. In fact, I never even think I heard about it until you posted it up on the
Cyberpunk Cyberdoll's that cyberpunk RPG, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's a little difficult with the region language barrier, but I would say Cyberdoll's really good. Walking River, which I learned about through Sega Sanchiro's commercial with show off the Sega Saturn games.
Yeah, that one looks really neat too. It's the steampunk RPG.
Mm-hmm. And there's a creepy one that I have, but I can never make it far because of the language barrier, and that's Moon Cradle on the 3DO and the Saturn.
Yeah, I remember you showing that off on your channel like maybe 2 years ago? 2 or 3?
Yeah, I can never get past it. And, recently, I disconnected some of my console to put the way to make room, so sadly, I'm gonna.
That's too bad.
I am very lucky in the fact that I currently have every console, well, at least every current gen console, all situated right here in front of me. Well, all past gen. Current gen's up in the living room, but everything past the current gen is sitting right in front of me. So
it's awesome.
Now, if I could
be a mess of wires back there, though.
Hey, dog, I'm good at cable management.
Nice cable management. Okay.
I'm good at cable management. It's out of sight, out of mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. No, the truth is I tried to get everything nice and neat, and it just, oh my god, dude. Like, let me sit here. I've got the Dreamcast, which is on top of everything with a board that basically extends it out because the Baharo brothers cables for their boxes are apparently crap. I love their products, but their cables are crap, and they know it. I wish they'd do something about it. Apparently they have. Apparently they were too long, now they're too short. I don't know. I wish they'd figure out a solution to that because those cables break all the time. Pat, he's got a buddy of his, had to do the same thing. But I will say this to the credit of the Baharo guys. If you have an issue with any of their products, they will send you something to replace it free of charge. They stand behind their work 100%, so I give them props for that. But Dreamcast, Super Nintendo, Sega Master System, Sega Master System, I guess you would call it Gen 1 and Gen 2, or the Sega Master System 2, whatever the case is. The Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, Model 1 and Model 2, my original Model 2 and my Model 1 I picked up. PS3 Ultra Slim, because I've got 4 PS3s behind me that are completely broke that I'm supposed to be working on. But regardless, Xbox 360, Xbox, 2 PS2s, and my wife's N64 is at my little brother's. So,
damn,
that's a lot.
Yeah, and every one of them that can natively get out RGB has RGB coming out of it. I really need a G-Scart Lite. I would absolutely love to have one, but they're always out of stock whenever I go to buy one. Let's see, everything that had, basically the best output option for every one of them is what I'm pumping out of them, and I consider the best output for the PS2 to be component. I don't pull RGB out of it. But yeah, I'm a audio video file. Like, whenever it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm still in the process of learning how to record my own voice a lot.
That's cool. I never really went into the RGB stuff. I did at one point just have the Sega CD hooked up with video, all like that stuff. But it was the Dreamcast. Yeah, and I have one of those things called that Power Brick that from Game Cave or whatever that can run your 32X Sega CD and Genesis with Power Brick.
Right. I actually thought about getting that, but I have no interest in picking up a 32X.
Yeah. You can leave it disconnected if you have it. I think you have to just make sure the end of the metal touch anything and rip.
Ah, I got you.
Or you can buy the one that just has 2, but then not like buying all.
I think the only YouTuber I even really know that is all about the 32X would be like RGT85. He seems to be in total love with that thing.
It's
Go ahead.
Pretty good. I was gonna say it's pretty good. I don't like love the thing, but I think it's pretty good. Sean's a good guy. I like Sean. It's fun. Yeah, I feel like it needed a little more time. A couple more uses, and it's kind of a weird thing to release.
I mean, there's one that's been sitting at my local game store for like probably the past 2 years, and the only reason I've actually never really bought it is because they don't actually have the cables for it. They just have the actual unit.
There's some worthwhile stuff on the system. Like I absolutely adore Stellar Assault, Shadow Squadron.
Right.
That game's fantastic. I like Tempo a lot, and I like its sequel on Saturn. That's a really cool game.
Blackthorn.
Say again?
Blackthorn.
Yeah. But I don't. It never really should have existed. It just took away resources that could have been used for the Saturn, because first 6 months or so, the Saturn were pretty sparse.
That's honestly how I feel about it.
Yeah, and a lot of the games that came out early on were clearly rushed. Daytona is, you know, it plays great, but it doesn't look so good. It could have used a couple more months of development. Or a couple more people working on it, you know, one or the other.
Right, right.
You know, and it would have been also nice if, you know, I don't hate virtual racing on Saturn as much as some people do. I actually kind of like it, but it probably would have been better if Sega had handled it internally rather than, you know, sending it off to Time Warner to do.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Doom port 2X. I know it doesn't have everything. I thought Blackthorn was great on the Super Nintendo as a kid, so I knew it was on the 32X, and the 32X was more powerful. I thought that was a pretty good rendition. People like that Star Wars shooter. I'm not a Star Wars guy.
Star Wars Arcade, yeah.
Yeah, and another one. I hear the Starfleet because it's boring.
Yeah, there's, like, it does some neat things visually, but it's, like you said, it's kind of boring.
I think Cosmic Carnage gets a bad rap, and it's not that bad of a game.
Fighting games really aren't my thing, so I really have no opinion either way.
Gotcha. I always thought like Time Killers would like something that like maybe house because it seemed to be able to do a little. Yeah, kind of fell out of love with fighting games the past few years too.
My my most expensive game besides probably this right here is oh my god, Street Fighter Alpha 3 for Saturn. I have that, and I bought it for like $60, but that was nice. A very long time ago.
Well, you got the superior version of that game.
Yes, very much so. I don't know. I mean, and for Mike, this is something that a lot of the guys know already. The ones that are, you know, talking with us all the time. But I have about 200 Sega Saturn games, give or take a couple of bit, and the vast majority, with the exception of probably 30 of them, are all they're pretty much all loose. So I mean, I don't have a lot of cases, dude, at all. I wish I did, but
right. I hear you. I mean, it's hard to get older stuff, especially complete. That's tough.
I mean, like, I probably had 40 or so games back whenever I was first collecting, and sold almost everything. The literal only exception was I did not sell my complete in box copy of SimCity 2000 for the Sega Saturn, which still had the sale price whenever I bought it of a whopping $39.99 or something like that. I'd have to look, but that's literally the only game I didn't sell, and it's because it was in a box and I didn't find it until years later. It stayed in it moved 400 miles and I never even knew it was there.
That is funny.
When I started out collecting back in like 2006 or so, I tried to play that game where you try to piece together the perfect copy of a game through multiple buys. And
right.
Yeah, that got old real quick. And eventually I just started buying new. It was easier.
Guys, sorry to cut this short. I think I gotta run.
Oh, brother, it was good, man. It was good. You got access to the Discord server now, man. Anytime you ever want to pop up with us while we're on stream, you're more than welcome to, man.
Oh, awesome, man. I appreciate the invite, and it's been a pleasure to speak to both of you finally, like not in person, but you know, close enough.
Hey, man, it's all good, brother. You about 1,500 miles away from me. I'll take this.
I hear you. It's still a win. All right, guys. Listen, have a good night, and thanks again.
You too, brother. We'll talk to you later.
Take care.
Oh, dude, I got the map. I got the map. Oh shit. So now that I've almost died countless times. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and bump it up like that. Well, we've only killed an hour. I mean, we've still got a fair amount of time there, Chris. What I don't think we're actually gonna make it to the end of this too, unless my memory is completely fogged out.
Oh, sorry about that. I was having some indigestion.
He was grunting, man. You gotta wonder what's going down.
Pizza's not sitting well with me.
Oh, dude, come on now. You ever heard of Griff's Hamburgers?
Well, you had a burger.
Nah, man, this is Griff's Hamburgers.
Grits Hamburgers.
No, Griff as in Griff.
Oh, Griff's.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that like a local fast food place or something?
I wouldn't call it local. I mean, it's kind of regional. Basically, think of the greasiest, heartiest hamburger possible. That's a Griff's burger.
Yeah, I'm not too wild over greasy hamburgers, but
Now, come on, man. It's all American, man. We've traveled so far. We're going to continue the quest. We're going to continue the quest, man.
I think the best fast food burger I ever had, I was down in Texas once and I got ate a Whataburger. Try that again. Ate at a Whataburger. That was pretty good.
You know, everybody talks about Whataburger, man, but that thing's so freaking common down here. I mean, don't get me wrong. Their food is good. Their food is good. But there's a lot of local places that have much better food.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I've had better burgers, like just me grilling burgers at home, you know?
Dude, their patty melts are real good, though. They got some really good patty melts. Dude, no one has been talking to Chase. He's been up in the chat talking about, yeah, I wish I had a Panzer Dragoon Saga case. I don't even know how long ago you said that, Chase. I am so sorry, bruh. I said bruh like bruh.
Oh, that was about maybe 5 or 6 minutes ago, but you know, we were all talking amongst each other, so I kind of forgot about it.
You know, I've got you know, to turn my head a full 90 degrees to see the chat. That's always real helpful.
Jason L saying the best fast food burger he ever had was Five Guys.
Five Guys has got a damn good burger, man. They really do. They really do, and their fries are actually really good.
I need to try them because the Five Guys just opened up around here.
I mean, it's a very good burger. You're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for that. You're gonna pay for your fries. They're gonna give you like 5 potatoes worth of fries.
5 potatoes is a lot of potatoes.
Dude, it's a lot of potatoes, man. A lot of potatoes.
Yeah, but for the longest time, like the only fast food places around here was like Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's. You know, just
the regular things.
Yeah, and none of them really stand out in any way. I mean, hell, we didn't have any until like the last couple of years. I don't think we even had like a Sonic around here. It was like,
oh, dude, I grew up on Sonic.
Yeah, we didn't have Sonic. Finally opened up a place around here. Now we have a Five Guys, but we didn't have like Jack in the Box or White Castle or a Whataburger or anything like that.
We ain't got no White Castle. That's non-existent down here, pretty much.
Yeah, I think White Castle's more New York and New Jersey.
Right.
I don't know if they have any in Pennsylvania or not.
We got a bunch of seafood and soul food. We blow everybody out the water with seafood and soul food.
I love seafood.
See, I'm lost again. I'm always lost, man. I'm trying to figure out, like, Where exactly? Yeah, lobster's good.
Bay crab. Maryland blues, man.
There he is. Fucking AJ in the house. And here I go, always telling people not to use the F word, and I just dropped the F word. Great, Sam. Make it PG-13 no longer. You just dropped the second one. What is it? What's the rating now? You get three of them in a PG-13 movie?
Well, triple fuck then.
God damn it. It's gone. It's totally gone. Highly recommend the Cajun fries. Hey man, I am from Louisiana, okay? I know what Cajun fries are. Five Guys is good, but they do not have real Cajun fries. That's the problem. Wish you could do a backflip sometimes. There's got to be something on this map I'm missing. There's got to be.
Chase says you need to go back to where you were. Go back to the previous area you were at. I don't know what that means. So.
Talking about the area with the octopus coming out the ground, the seabound, or you talking about the place with the whale that I done shot up? I'll go shoot up the whale again. I ain't got no worries. No, there is no trifles whatsoever about that. I will be a whale killing machine. PETA will be coming after me with pitchforks. We just lost 5 subscribers with that, Chris. The downvotes are coming. You're in the right area now. Yeah,
there you go.
No. They do taste good. They do taste good. It's just hard whenever I go places and people call stuff Cajun. I'm like, yeah, that's not Cajun. That's just spicy.
Somebody tossed some Cajun seasoning on it.
Yeah. Like, do you know what Tony Chachere's is?
Say again?
Tony Chachere's seasoning salt.
No.
Okay. If you don't know what Tony Chachere's seasoning salt is, then you really haven't tasted a lot of Cajun. Look for keys here. Look for the keys.
I'm not claiming to have tasted very much Cajun.
Oh, no. I don't mean it that way. I'm just alluding to the fact that,
I know what you mean.
What I'm basically telling y'all, everybody in the chat, everybody who's watching and not talking, because apparently there are people watching and not talking, that if you were to inquire about some Tony Chachere's at your local Walmart, because Walmart does carry it virtually everywhere, and if they don't, you can order it and get it sent to your local Walmart. I know Walmart is the devil, I know, whatever. Just go to Walmart, order some Tony Chachere's, put it on anything you want. Put it on your eggs, put it on your meat, put it on your lettuce, put it on your tomato. Hell, put it in your ice and drink it. You will become Cajun, I promise you. Yeah, I took it a little deep there, I know.
Tony Chachere's Creole food seasoning.
Yeah, man.
There's a little old man holding a case of seasoning.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I gotta deactivate the seal. I got all that. To control the Guardian, I got all that. Drill home have been deactivated. Use caution when unlocking seals. That's kind of like, don't play with the Ouija board, kids. Now I just gotta find the seals, if I can find them. I haven't seen a box anywhere that I can break open, so I'm kind of worried about this whole seal thing. There's something I'm missing. Because like if I look on the map, I've got that little outcraving. There's like 3 or 4 outcavings of rocks that all look about the same that make me think that maybe there's something there. But I'm not seeing anything that I can actually break down or blow up.
Well, AJ, if you want in, Sam can send you a link over Facebook or Twitter or something. We just had Mike in here about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, man. I sent you a link last night. I'll send you another one. I don't care. All you gotta do is have the ability to use Discord. I believe you got a Patreon. Anyone seen Veronica? Ah, man. This is Panzer Dragoon Saga for dummies, y'all. Or for people who don't play Panzer Dragoon Saga very often. This is probably why I gave up last time.
I don't even know what the objective is.
Dude,
like
look, Chase is talking about I gotta find keys. So, we gotta find some keys. I just broke up it. Look, I just found a key. Oh my god. Chase, I just found the key. Everybody, let's get around to... Oh, man.
Discord's a chat program, AJ. If you know what IRC is, it's kind of like that, except like 10 times more advanced.
Look, okay, look, AJ, this is all you gotta do. Go, I'm gonna send you a link on your Facebook account, okay? I'm gonna send you a link, and basically you will follow this link, and it will take you to the Discord chat. You can do it all. You can do it all in the web browser. You do not have to do it through the actual program running on desktop unless you want to. But let's see, where's he at? Boom.
Yeah, it can run in your browser. You'll just need to plug in like a mic and maybe a headset or something.
Yeah. If you got a headset and you have a microphone of any kind, which I assume you do because you do your recording. I don't know how you do your recording, but still, I would assume you do. Plug it all in, pop in, that'll send you right to my server. All you have to do once you get there is look over to the right hand side and join the general voice channel by clicking on it, and you will be good to go. Now go back to the starting area. Alright. See, this is literally, y'all want to talk about the walkthrough? Chase is the walkthrough. Oh, today was Thursday, wasn't it?
Yeah, today's Thursday.
Oh, shit, dude. I didn't put the poll up.
Do it when you finish your stream.
Yeah, I'll just say the poll ends like Saturday evening or something like that.
Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, I just heard a noise. What happened? Ah, hold up. Where's he at? Andy. Yo. Okay, what you need to do now is you need to click into General. Once you got your mic and such all good to go. Boom. Aha! Okay, Andy, you have your mic muted. All you got to do is at the very bottom of the hit the unmute by your name and the microphone, and we can hear you, dog. I got really loud there for a second.
Either that or Discord isn't recognizing his mic. You might have to set that up.
I would hope not.
Let me figure out how to do that.
Yeah, you walking through that, I'm about to go ham up on something. Maybe.
That's if I can remember how.
Well, it should auto-recognize his mic. It should be... Whoa.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Holy crap.
Hey, yeah, I mean, hey, dude, you are now live on... You are now live on YouTube.
Oh my god.
I know.
I feel special.
Dude.
You might have to mute the stream because you'll get crosstalk between us and, you know, hear
Yeah,
what
I
we just said.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed there's a slight delay.
It's about 30 seconds.
I've seen worse.
Yeah. Only do it so we can keep good, quality image.
Thank you very much. Who's who?
Okay.
I know Sam's voice.
Yeah, that is Chris from Saturn Memories. That is the other guy talking.
Dude!
Yes, sir.
It's so weird to actually hear your voice now.
Yeah, now you don't just have to imagine what I sound like.
I always imagined you as English.
Oh my god.
Where'd you get that idea from?
Actually,
I have no idea, but I don't know why. I just tend to imagine some of those bigger, awesome channels. It's like the motherfucker's a Brit. I know it.
Well, hell, you thought I was British to start off with, didn't you?
Yes, I did actually, because you used a term that I tend to associate with English slang. So I wasn't entirely sure.
You're gonna have to clue me in on what this term was.
I forget what it was. I could have sworn you said a lift. I'm like, the Brits say lift.
I got you.
But
Next time I think about you get a lift. If you get a lift here in the U.S., it's you get a ride in the car or something.
Yep.
Exactly.
I don't remember what the context of it was, so who knows?
Damn. So do I. I just got taken aback because I'm looking again. I don't know how far ahead we are, but I'm watching the combat, and I remember. Excellent. Good for you.
About 30 seconds is the delay.
Okay. It's just that it's one of the things that made me more open to art role-playing games, because so often I find the combat and turn-based combat to be so stagnant, but Panzer Dragoon Saga just added that other level to it that made it feel a bit more dynamic. So,
and we got 3 people in here who are not all that enthralled with turn-based RPG.
Exactly, because I mean, I will say this. I absolutely loved like Albert Odyssey growing up. Albert Odyssey was one of my favorite games. Whenever I talk about growing up, I mean like my teenage years. That was the game I played the shit out of. I actually owned that originally. Not whenever it first came out, granted, but I absolutely loved the hell out of that game. No, you chill the hell out.
I've heard of it though. I mean, I haven't played it though. I've heard good things.
A lot of people don't like it because it's a basic RPG. It's a basic RPG. It is. I absolutely love it because of the fact that the localization of it is amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. Like, it is literally like being in 1995, and everything that was possibly on the TV, sitcom-wise, drama-wise, like Saved by the Bell, everything. Like, that whole mentality, 90210, all that crap, it's there. And it's just like I'm sitting here, oh my God, I am sitting in front of the, let me put it this way, we had a floor model. We had a floor model TV, a 19-inch floor model, okay? And whenever I was playing that game in the early 2000s, it took me back to being in front of that 19-inch floor model, because that's what I played at home.
In other words, your typical working designs localization.
Exactly, but that's my point, is that the localization is so awesome that that's all I needed to play. That's all I needed to play.
I think some of their stuff tends to go a little too heavy on the pop culture references, and
yes, sometimes
it really dates it.
I think I'm about to die.
Don't be so negative.
No. It's literally because I just died. That's literally it. These guys I was kind of taken aback by that, but we don't have to go too far back. We did save after we got the key, so we're okay.
But that's I don't mind stuff being dated. It's one of the things that kind of hurts my soul just a wee bit, is when I hear people go back and they talk about PlayStation, the Saturn, Nintendo 64, and they say how the graphics don't hold up, they look intensely dated. I'm like, well, they were made in 1993 and beyond, so you really, what the fuck do you expect?
Exactly.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
Well, it's just that I find I'm now having, I kind of look at these graphics with a sense of, like, it's charming. Almost like how people, once we got to, like, the Genesis era and Super Nintendo, the 16-bit age, and how you look back at the 2600 with a sense of, like, look how far we've come. And sure, you can look at it and go, man, they didn't even have circles yet. Everything was like a square.
Now, hold on one second. Chase, did you see how fast I died there? Like, what did I do wrong? Like, because I see he's saying wow in the comments section. I presume that was from just a minute ago. And
Yeah,
I don't know about y'all, man, but literally every single time I tried to move around, those three bad that they were just annihilating me. It didn't seem like I could move at all. So go back to y'all's conversation. I apologize.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
but no, you next.
I'm sorry. I really wasn't talking about like the graphics. I was talking more about like the translation and how, because think of it this way. What Working Designs was doing was inserting something into the game that wasn't there in the first place, and they were putting in something that they were using these movie references and TV show references from the time, and I don't know, like some of them just feel a little out of place, and
they gave the scripts to Quentin Tarantino, and that's what we got. It's let's throw in random shit. The Americans will like it.
But I do agree, though, like because usually what you hear is not just man, what do people say? It's not just dated, but what's the other one? Hasn't aged well. I think that's crap for the most part.
Yeah.
It's good art design trumps everything,
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
As long as a game has good art design and you can tell what they were going for, it's fine.
Totally. I totally agree. It's like just recently, thanks to, I want to say it was you, Sam, you sent me Stellar Assault SS for the Saturn.
Yes, sir.
And that game is, I think that's visually a gorgeous fucking game. But, I have read comments and even talked to a few people that think it's like, I don't understand what the big deal is. I'm like, considering the frame rate, we're dealing with a lot of texture maps, a lot of objects flying in three-dimensional space. I think it's very impressive, especially when you take the hardware into account.
It's a good example what the Saturn can do well with 3D. I think that and Bulk Slash and the Panzer Dragoon games are really good examples of, Saturn doing 3D well.
Yeah. Oh, Chase says, I hate when people use the word overrated. I think the word is thrown around too, what's the word I'm looking for? Too freely, perhaps? I mean, sure, if you ask me, something like Final Fantasy VII, I feel is kind of overrated, but at the same time, I don't deny it's a good game. It's not really my speed, but
no.
I would say it's a good game. It totally functions.
I didn't mean to hit that again.
And it works. But I don't know, what's your feeling on the use of the word overrated?
Oh.
Gets thrown around too freely?
Dude, okay. Whenever I don't mind people using the term overrated. My problem with it is whenever people are utilizing it and they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Prime example.
Yes.
Prime example, okay. We were having this discussion the other day, and I did mention it in the... Okay, that's one key I got, Chase. Where the hell are the other two keys? I'm going to leave that for your discretion here in 30 seconds. But we were having a... I put up a meme, and you probably saw it. Nintendo is trash. Changed my mind. It's the meme going around. Okay?
Yes.
For everybody before you quit and go, oh shit, screw this guy, unsubscribe, blah, 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 whatever. I mean, if you hate me that bad, go ahead, whatever. But, here's the deal. Nintendo truly is highly overrated here in the United States, in my opinion. For the primary reason that everybody thinks that Nintendo saved the console market. Whenever the truth of the matter is that the gaming crash was only a thing really here in the States. It wasn't a thing everywhere else. Nintendo would have happened regardless. And a lot of people don't realize is that, Sega had their consoles out in Europe, etc., like the Master System. The Master System destroyed the Nintendo Entertainment System in Europe. Hands down.
The only thing that Crash did over here was open the American market up to the Japanese, who proceeded to take it over almost completely.
Right.
through good marketing.
But
yeah, I mean, Nintendo, Sega, Sony, they're all Japanese companies, and they were all the big power players through the 80s and 90s.
See, this is what happens if you wait until like an hour and a half into the stream. You actually get into the real good conversations. But, I mean, let me put it this way, okay? The N64, a lot of people grew up, a lot of my friends and my little brother grew up on the N64. I absolutely hate the N64. There is like 3 games on that console I care about. And that's not to say, that is not to say that the games are bad. It's not to say that the game mechanics are bad. My point is that I personally do not like those games. I don't find enjoyment in them. But the reason that I continue to say Nintendo is trash is because they appeal to a certain market, and that is the only market that they will appeal to. That doesn't mean every single time it's the same market. What I'm saying is like they'll gear towards kids, and that's all they gear towards. Or they're gearing towards the family, and that's all they gear towards. I mean, everybody, let's talk about the Wii. Let's talk about, the Super Nintendo. They have an audience they're geared towards, and that's it. Whereas people like Sony and people like Sega have always been a little more edgy, but at the same time, you could see their marketing geared towards all kinds of different people. You could see the games geared towards different people. Whereas whenever I think of Nintendo, I think of kids games. That's like or family games for the Wii or whatever the case is. Or Pokemon, let me say that. Or Mario, whatever the case is.
Or family accessible.
Exactly.
I don't know, though, because when I think of Nintendo, though, still at the same time, I also think of consistency, because their games are almost always consistently good. Like, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy by any means, and I regret what happened in the 90s. But
Saturn Memories, not a Nintendo fanboy? Get out of town.
Oh, yeah. But, you can pick up almost any Nintendo game, and you're probably in for a decent experience, at the very least.
Yeah, you get games that are technically well constructed, even on systems that aren't, like the Virtual Boy, for example.
Right.
Mario Tennis is a good game.
Yeah, it's a perfectly functional game. I think it missed the concept, but a lot of games did for the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
And the red and black graphics are very irritating to my eye, which I don't understand. It's like submarines will have red lighting so that it will make it easier for your eyes to adjust when exposed to light, radical changes in light and all that kind of shit. So I don't know how the Virtual Boy managed to do the exact opposite and actually hurt your eyes. I don't know, but it's weird. But for me, I've never been a huge fan of Nintendo until the Nintendo 64 happened. Because I had played Mario's 1 through 3 on NES. I had played a bit of Super Mario World, and I couldn't get into them. The same with the Zelda games. But Nintendo 64, for whatever reason, it's like Mario 64 clicked with me. So did Ocarina of Time. Those were the only times in which that franchise, no matter how many games I tried, because, I don't like people saying you don't know what you're talking about until you try it. I'm like, well, I tried those ones, and I couldn't get into them. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I couldn't get into them. But Ocarina of Time had me glued to that fucking cartridge forever.
Yeah, I had neighbors and friends with an N64, and I've played, a fair amount of games on that system, and there's good stuff on it. It's just I think this really wasn't Sam's point, but it definitely is Nintendo's weakest actual system, not counting handhelds and other. Well, maybe
Virtual Boy.
Maybe the
Oh my god.
Well, didn't they consider Virtual Boy to be a portable? Technically, you could take it on the go.
Well, they can call it a portable all they want. There was nothing.
There was nothing portable about it. Yeah. Well, that's why I said technically, but it definitely isn't. But
it's like you can call Tomb Raider an action movie. I just call it a piece of shit. So it's like you can call it all you want, but the reality.
Yeah, I think they only ended up releasing about 300 games for that thing, and a lot of them, have all that nasty fog and shit in it, and the limited draw distances, and
oh yeah, it's problematic for sure. I mean, it has a very distinctive look, and I know it's it's very subjective. Some people, it bothers the hell out of them. Others can see past it. But yeah, it's weird. It's like, I always feel like, oh, but I love the Nintendo 64. But one thing I don't like is how so inconsistent they are. Going back to what he was saying about how it's always kind of viewed as a kind of like a children's toy. A lot of that doesn't help with their marketing. And the few times that they'll try and branch out and try and reach an older demographic, like when they realized their mistake with Mortal Kombat, and they decided, okay, Mortal Kombat 2 is going to have blood. And then when they tried to curry favor with Capcom and bringing the Resident Evil series over to the Nintendo platforms, first with N64, then realizing that was really hard. Let's save that shit for GameCube. And it's like, guys, do you want to be, do you want to provide a more broad experience, or do you just want to keep focusing on the younger demographic and making sure that your product is viewed as family friendly? And that's where I found their inconsistencies.
And that's my point. That's my point. Another thing is like, Chase was alluding to, I absolutely enjoyed almost every single Zelda game up until Twilight Princess. After Twilight Princess, I haven't really had a lot of love for it, on top of the fact I haven't really had the consoles to play it. But I mean, the Zelda games were one of the very few games that I actually cared for. Because I mean, a lot of people talk about Mario, but I'll be honest with you. If you haven't ever seen it in my videos, I've got the Wonder Boys and the Alex Kids, and that back there. That's what I grew up on. That's what I grew up on, not Mario. And in my opinion, those games do it a lot better than Mario does.
Yeah, surprised to hear you say you like Twilight Princess. A lot of people trash that game. I happen to like it. I thought it was a decent Zelda entry.
I enjoyed it.
Say again, AJ?
Yeah, people tend to trash that. I've usually heard nothing but good things about Twilight Princess.
I've heard a lot of bad shit.
I always hear a lot of bad stuff. Yeah.
The only reason I'm even doing this,
so maybe you get more feedback than what I do.
Yeah, I am extremely extroverted. Like whenever I walk into the game store, they literally know me from the get-go. They start talking to me from the get-go. They tell me what's new, Sega-wise, everything, and I don't stop talking. Like I go over there on my lunch break and we'll just hang out for 45 minutes.
There is sort of a Zelda cycle though, where a Zelda game comes out, everybody buys it, and everybody says they hate it, and then over time the reputation gets better.
I think that that might be the what's it called effect, where it's basically what you just described, but everybody hates something to begin with, and after a while everybody's like it's a guilty pleasure of everybody's. I'm trying to remember what there's an actual technical name for that. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know, but like maybe the reputation of Twilight Princess has proved. I liked it when I played it, like back when it was new. So it, I never had any major issues with Twilight Princess.
I'm trying to think of a game. I will take it back. I really do enjoy Resident Evil 2 on the N64. I really did enjoy that. Just for the simple fact that I didn't have to go and change disc.
It's technically really impressive to me.
Oh God, yes.
It blows my mind to this day. It's funny. That's oddly enough, that's one of my best viewed videos. But I do get the occasional comment where people are like, "The movies still look like crap." I'm like, the fact that they even exist.
Yeah.
Overcoming limitations seems to be a common theme with Nintendo's consoles these days.
Yeah,
starting with like the N64,
I mean, it still blows my mind when you look at something like, what was it? Sonic 3D Blast on the Genesis, and it has that FMV opening.
Oh yeah,
like that still like slaps me in the face. It's like the Genesis just whipped out its dick and went,
dude. I
can do it.
No. Prime example is shit. What is the name of that game? Oh, you did a review on it I don't know if you did it the other day or whatever the case is. Or maybe I was watching it the other day because I was looking at Jurassic Park. That's what it was. Jurassic Park. It was Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park on Genesis. Which one? Because there was two of them, wasn't there? It's the one that's got it's the one that's got like the on rails section at the end of every level.
Lost World.
Yeah.
Lost World.
Dude, Lost World did some crazy shit for the Genesis. I'm just saying.
Oh, it has some great stages. I mean, I get bored with a lot of the fetch quests. It's like, find this stupid person over here and hit the flag. That stuff is kind of boring for me, yes. But the section where you're on the motorcycle, chasing down the I feel like Roland Tempone in the movie now. It's like the Elvis thing, Friar Tuck. You know,
right.
Chasing down that damn dinosaur. That's a great sequence when you're trying to evade the raptor, where you're in the little sidecar. That's another good one. It had some technically impressive stuff going on for it. And it's kind of a shame because, you know, they're movie licensed games. And of course, that's another thing that tends to drive me insane. So many people just kind of write off movie licensed games as all being crap, with the exception of something like GoldenEye. I'm like, I think the Genesis had some good ones. You know?
Oh yeah, most certainly.
Most of the Disney games on Genesis are pretty damn good.
Yeah, but like even some of the weirder ones like that aren't Disney really. Like Demolition Man is a damn fun game.
Dude, yes, that's one of my guilty pleasures right there.
Well, the movie is too, and it only gets better as time gets on. I could quote that movie for days.
Dude, I really do wish my Genesis collection was bigger. I own maybe like 40 actual games physically. I got an EverDrive for it so I can play whatever the hell I want. But there's
right.
I don't know. There's just a lot of games from back when I was a kid that I wish because the box work. I just wish the box art. I just wish I had the box art. Like we got my Street Fighter 2 box art. A lot of people hate the box art on it because it's the just the brick wall with the facade. I mean, not the facade, but the shadowing and all that. Dude, I absolutely love that box art. I don't know why, but I do. That my original Streets of Rage 2, not for resale copy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was the pack-in. I guess that was the pack-in game. Most of the not for resales were always pack-ins. I'm not that big of a Genesis. I mean, I love my Genesis. That was my very first console. That was mine, but I'm not huge into the history of it. I'm really not huge into the history of any console, to be honest with you.
Oh, I'm like obsessed with the Saturn and 32X.
Well,
oddly enough, I like the Abominations.
Well, I mean, I absolutely love my Saturn, but I would not consider myself a really technical guy whenever it comes to talking about consoles. That's not to say that I don't know stuff about them and don't know how they work. But whenever it comes to intricacies about how they function, how the different planes work, how the different chipsets work, that's not me. That's not me. I care more about the gameplay. That's what I want to talk about. How does the game play? What does it do? What does it do right? What does it do wrong?
Oh no, that totally makes sense. It's like what was it? Sorry, every now and then I get into these conversations, and admittedly, it's very difficult because one, I'm not a programmer, and nor do I have any developing experience. I was 16, and I thought, oh, I'm going to make video games for the rest of my life.
Right.
Then I realized you needed to know math, and I'm like, well, I'm screwed.
Exactly.
So, but the thing is that I'll hunt down interviews, articles, because I tend to do a lot of research on crap. And I'll try and find at least 5 sources to try and back up whatever I say, unless it's completely subjective, like, oh, I didn't like this because the art design is this. But it's so conflicting because I'll hear some developers say that developing for the Saturn was a nightmare. Then some will say, well, it really wasn't that bad if you just accepted this, and blah, blah, blah. So even that experience is subjective. Some people took to it very easily. Others found it too complicated.
Right.
So there's nothing concrete, really. At least nothing I can find that's concrete. Maybe Chris can add
I think
that.
Retro Gaming Magazine, when they did their 20th anniversary article and they interviewed all those Western developers who had to work on the Saturn, and they had a lot of those, those same differing opinions, but it kind of gave you an idea of how the environment might have been like, because the one guy mentioned, like you said, that it wasn't all that bad because, prior to that generation, before the PlayStation came along and made it really easy to develop your games, everybody had, before that, everybody had to do it the same way and learn things the hard way, code everything down to base level and assembly code, and
assembly.
There wasn't a whole lot to help you through it, The companies didn't provide you libraries the way that Sega eventually did, and Sony did right off the bat,
Yeah.
And I think it just became so much easier for people to develop for the PlayStation that, they just didn't care about the Saturn. And it didn't help that, one, Sega didn't offer a whole lot of great support. A lot of the documentation they provided was flat out wrong. I mean, the people who build the emulators these days, all they have is the English documentation, and some of it's fucking wrong. So,
keep going. I'll be right back.
They didn't have good libraries to start with. What else? The development kits, the early development kits for the Saturn were fucking garbage. I've not from that article in particular, but several other articles I've read from developers have said those early big ass Sophia Systems Sega Saturn development kits were just they were garbage. They constantly stopped working when they were trying to program games, and they'd lose all the data that they had put into it.
Wow.
So Saturn development was a mess, and it wasn't just the architecture that made it hard. Like, all the support apparatus around it was garbage to start with too. And then again, by comparison, Sony was doing everything right to help third-party developers. Well, Sega wasn't. They eventually got there, but it took time. And by then, the Saturn was a lost cause.
Right.
I love what you said there about some of the stuff that they would send you would be flat out wrong. One thing that keep for me, I actually keep a lot of gaming mags by the crapper. That's where I ran.
That's where he ran off to take a shit, y'all.
Oh no, to grab the magazine.
I know,
because I have the Video Games Hardware Handbook, 1977 to 2001, from Retro Gamer.
Nice.
And I got it specifically for the article on 32X. And I love it because Scott Bayless is talking about the translations that they would get from, because, you had to take 32X from conception to launch within 9 months, which is ridiculous for a new console. Even for somebody who doesn't do that shit, even I'm sitting there going, that's awfully quick.
Right.
But, yeah, and they were saying how they were getting the engineers, and this is a quote, the engineers in Sato's group were literally sending us the docs as they wrote them, and then we were handing them off to contract translators in San Francisco. Technical Japanese is something of a hybrid of English and non-standard uses of Japanese language, and orthodox translations can produce phraseology like, the cracker of remembrance receives a tickle from the command stem ancestor accounting.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's almost like, I hear it's amazing when the purple stuffed dinosaur in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a real raw Harry Carry rock. I need scissors.
Wow.
That's Metal Gear Solid 2 level.
Yes.
S3 program fucking up kind of shit. And they wonder why some of the games that were designed for the 32X were very conservative in design. But yeah, you're totally right. Some of the assistance quote from Sega just wasn't terribly good.
No. And they got to go through all that trouble for they went through all that trouble for a console that basically died within 6 months.
Well, I mean, there was absolutely. How was that a close call? After everything I didn't even hardly take any damage, and you're gonna tell me that's a close call? That's bullshit. I call bullshit, regardless.
That sounds familiar.
Jesus Christ. No, I would talk like that in my videos, but I try to keep my videos PG-13. I truly do. Y'all have no idea. Like if there's 4 minutes of me talking to the camera, it was lively 20 minutes worth of recording, and I'm screaming at the people driving down the road because I literally live like less than 70 yards from the highway. 18-wheeler.
Sounds a
motorcycle.
lot like some of AJ's let's plays and 2-man scrambles.
It's just like Jesus Christ. No. Seriously. I was recording. I had to re-record some video for the. I had to re-record some video for the video tomorrow, and while I was doing that, 5 different times there was either an 18-wheeler or an ambulance that came by screaming the whole time. Oh, we get some CG graphics. How about that? But yeah, I'm just sitting here like, dude, stop. I mean, I'm not going to say what I said. I'm not going to say what I said because we're live and I want to at least try to have some half semblance of sanity. And I don't want to go full. I don't want to go full Southern, man. I don't want to go full Southern on y'all.
He's got to say the F word.
No, it's not the F word.
Cunt. He said cunt. I know he said cunt.
No, I told him stupid ass slack jaw motherfuckers they need to get their ass back to Balkanville and fucking ride up on the goddamn sisters. That's what I fucking told them to do.
Damn!
Oh, damn, that feels good, doesn't it?
That's why I'm called the Southern Sega Gentleman, folks. I apologize. The maple syrup has done come out. We don't use maple syrup, y'all. We use Reuben cane syrup. Reuben cane syrup that is so thick it will flow up your nose and back into your mouth just so you can taste it a second time. Just saying.
But you know, I feel you on the cursing. But when you have one jackass in particular, me.
Yeah.
It's very. No, I'll be honest. It's like I remember when I first started my life with Sega. I didn't care about my language. I just said screw it. I use it like punctuation. I don't care.
Right.
And
you would. It ain't just you though. You and even Mickey Mac are constantly, you know.
Mickey's worse.
Constantly.
Yeah. Mickey is way worse. I mean, I love him to pieces, but. Like, if you saw my one movie, Nothing Else Matters, the whole reason I threw in that Demolition Man joke was to kind of tone down his ad-libbing because he'll pepper fuck everywhere. I'm like, okay, you know what? I would like the cursing to have power. So can we, like, cut it down? And thankfully, we got some humdingers. Like, well, instead of saying no shit, he would say no shrimp.
No shrimp.
Yeah, I'm like, thank God. I wanted to put that on a T-shirt, but
dude, I'm not trying to stop y'all, but this is amazing. It's been forever since I saw this cutscene, and it is absolutely amazing what the Saturn could do in its later stages of life. Like this is go. I don't care what anyone says. This is on par with Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9 CG graphics all day. I'm not saying the same, but God Almighty, this is beautiful.
It looks like it's pre-rendered though, man.
But that's not the point. It's not the point. No, it isn't. The point is that this shit looks amazing.
You could put a beautiful FFV that was produced by some computer in 1997.
We're not talking about in-game graphics. We're not, dude. Everything back there. No.
Big as the Empire State Building. You could compress it down and put it on the Saturn.
Hey, dude. Everything. But no, what I'm talking about is the quality of the FFV. That's what I'm talking about. I am about.
Well, yes. I figured that's
okay.
Chris was just pulling your chain, I'm sure.
Being an asshole, man. Being an asshole, man.
Oh, look at that cursing come out now.
I know, right? I'm just like so horrible. Like, hold on.
Rubbing off on you.
For real, dude. It's amazing.
In all the wrong ways.
Okay. I really don't even know what we're gonna do right here. I really don't. They're the best. Chase.
It made my ass pucker when I first got here.
Chase, I need some info like quick. I'm going to try my best to prolong this while you are giving me some info on what I need to possibly be doing to defeat this monstrosity that looks like this looks like a molded onion had a baby with a Ken doll, and then that Ken doll went to town on some kind of watermelon. I mean, that's the best way I can describe what I'm watching right now. Yeah. We got Bones Jackson. I doubt we saw anything near the full capabilities of the Saturn.
Hey, Bones.
Who is Bones? Who is Bones?
I'm saying hi because he's got a cool avatar.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't think I've ever seen him in the chat, and I don't think I've ever seen him as a subscriber. If you're a subscriber, Bones, cool shit, brother. Otherwise, if you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button, brother, and welcome to the stream. Even if you don't subscribe, you're still cool people. All right.
I'm digging that avatar.
Dude,
that has an immortal vibe.
Dude, it kind of reminds me of the hero from Guardian Heroes, except with green face. You know,
take out his side engines, then when he's down, attack his weak spot.
I got you. Let's see.
Rock, Chase.
Yeah, you absolutely rock. You absolutely rock. I love seeing new people in the chat, though. Y'all have no idea how excited that makes me. Like, seriously, that made my night right there, seeing a new face in the chat.
Well, I try to hit like when I join in on these things because I know my viewers will see what I like. So
hey,
I try to steer people away from crap content. So I figure, well, if I hit like on something, they'll see what I value. So.
10-4. Best player in Mutant League football. I'm on your Facebook group. Cool stuff, brother. Welcome to the Saturn Junkyard from the Saturn Junkyard. That makes no sense. Don't listen to me. I'm stupid as hell. I'm trying to figure out.
Welcome to the Saturn Junkyard.
From the Saturn Junkyard. That doesn't have a "the" in front of it. Seriously, the group doesn't have "the" in front of it. Okay, what was I trying to do? I got so sidetracked. It did. No. We had a conversation about this crap because look. We literally had a conversation because I was sitting here like, dude, we gotta put "the" in front of it. Because like if you look at the emblem says SJY. In fact, I don't even have the overlay going. Hold up. Put the overlay on. There you go. I'm sorry, folks. I completely forgot about the overlay. I was recording other footage. My bad. But crap. What was I saying? Y'all done made me lose my concentration again. Jeez.
We were talking about the article "the."
Oh, the article "the." Yeah, that was a waste of freaking shot. No, what I was saying is that you have to say the Saturn Junkyard or the Saturn Junkyard, however you want to say it phonetically. It doesn't matter to me. Dude, I still don't have enough BP. What the hell? Oh, I don't have enough.
Ye old junkyard.
No, junkyard. Dude, why did I do that? That's not what I was trying to do. What I was trying to allude to, however, gentlemen, is the fact that they wanted to say Saturn Junkyard as the overlay shows whenever it's SJY. Me being from the South, though, the word "the" is put in front of words and actually utilized a lot. So, what I'm basically getting at is that I was sitting here like, no, we have to say the Saturn Junkyard. Well, the group was created before the page and the YouTube and everything else, so it just says Saturn Junkyard instead of the Saturn Junkyard. That's all I was getting at. It was a long, drawn-out story. I apologize. It wasn't worth it.
Well, you want to go to the other side and attack the other side. So you want to hit one side, do a drive-by, then go to the other side.
Like that right there?
See where the other engine is still functioning.
Yeah, like that?
The one that's still putting up. Yeah, go to the other side.
Yeah, I got you.
But, I'm trying to keep up with you, Chase. I'm slow. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep them on track.
I appreciate that because, that's why I keep talking so much. I'm just trying to build up, enough bullshit to, actually get through something.
It's okay. The first time it took me a moment or two to figure this out the first time I played it because I didn't use a strategy guide because I'm really big on trying to figure things out for myself unless I get really stumped.
Right.
Yeah, especially when you're doing something like this because I remember when my mom got it for me, it was like, this was like the holy grail. I figured, oh shit, I got Panzer Dragoon Saga. This is like once I have my first time experience, I'll never have it again. So
Holy Diver, just for you, Chase. Oh yeah, the Holy Spear is called the Holy Diver.
Popping your Panzer cherry, huh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but because I had played the first two games, I had them before the fire. I got my old collection, and this was like just wow. This is Panzer Dragoon Saga. I'm going to get into this, and it was pretty remarkable. Like I kind of thought. You watch that first cutscene, I'm like, okay, bitch in the rock, she's the damsel in distress. There's Kramen, the obvious bad guy. okay, you know, it may not be anything new or, you know, like nothing terribly original, but I think it's going to be fun getting there. But then as you play the game and you realize, holy shit, she's helping out Kramen. And then you realize Kramen isn't as awful as he may seem. And I started realizing that the story has other things going on. And that it's, you know, it may look like the same story on the surface, but as you dig deeper, there's something greater going on. And that's something I really liked about Panzer Dragoon Saga. And having that experience without having looked at a walkthrough and all that shit, I thought it was good to have that. It was special. So, at least it was for me. I can't speak for everybody.
No, I agree with you. The first time I played it, it was absolutely amazing. But I have to agree with Bones there. I have to agree with Bones there. D is absolutely necessary for the God. These freaking. How do I get rid of these thunderstrikes that keep annihilating me there, Chase? Because they're about to. I'm about to lose this fight. I have the feeling if I can't get these son of bitches away from me.
Can you target the discs?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. But there we go. They're finally gone. He got 3 hits on me. Whatever. Okay, I've got 400 something life left. I'm going to go ahead and use an item real quick. That way, okay, I got stop. I need to get that out. Free action. I need to get rid of that. Alright, so let's run to the other side. Come on, baby. Let's get over here. Come on. There we go.
Those attacks were just so devastating.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I was really starting to worry because I was feeling the vibe from before we died last time.
Oh shit, that's right. The status. You have a stop condition.
Yeah, I got it back.
To get rid of it.
I got. Yeah, you're watching 30 seconds behind. I'm already ahead of you, baby.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, you're good, man. We're good. But yes,
I love
most
that graphic, though.
Yes. God damn it, he hit me again with it. No, that's not who I want to hit. Whatever. I'm trying to go with Chase's suggestion last time. Chase always suggests utilizing the blaster, and then sometimes he suggests using. Oh fuck! Here we go again. The pedals are back. Crap. Better heal. Yep. This is gonna be fun. Alright. This is actually one of them fights that I might need to start paying a little bit more attention to. Okay.
No worries, I'll just vote Chris.
Oh, dude. Oh my god, I just did that. And see, I get so into it sometimes talking to y'all that I forget which buttons are which, and then I press the wrong button and I back out of the menu, and it's like, oh, by the way, the boss is about to attack you again. And it's just like, fuck. Oh god, I'm at 180. Hold up. Yeah, hold up.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, that's one of the reasons I don't do many playthroughs that are like where I'm actually trying to do good work.
Right. And I know for a fact that Chris does a lot of playthroughs, and you know he emulates everything. So I mean, if he wants to, he could just jump back 10 or 15 seconds or whatever the last save state was.
Yeah, I do work from emulators a lot, but like I was telling you, I don't know, like a week or two ago or whatever, however long it was. Like, I don't save state in the middle of levels or anything. It's usually if I fuck up real bad, I go back to the very beginning of the level and start over.
Right. Alright, here we go. We gotta go destroy these engines again. It's all good. We probably got them down halfway. About halfway. So.
Yeah, you're knocking them down.
Yeah, that's all that matters. It gives me another opportunity to pick my health up here in a second, too. Alright, this is going to be my last big elixir. I think for the time being I'm going to use a small one. I don't want to blow that big one out just yet. Just in case I really
blow your wad too soon, no.
No. We don't want to do that.
Yep.
We are almost at the 2-hour mark, and we are going to go a little bit longer than normal because obviously I'm not going to turn the power off while we're in the middle of a boss battle.
No, hell no. But especially this bastard.
Jesus Christ. And that is not what I meant to do. But I blew his shit up, so that's cool.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, man. Oh my god.
Quaddy bollocks.
Yeah, I can't do a freaking British accent to save my life. I always get told I sound like some freaking halfway Australian dude.
You make that sound as if it's a bad thing, Seth.
It might be. You want some tea and crumpets with the Queen?
Oh my god, you do sound as if you're from Australia. That is wild, man.
From the down under?
Oh god. Yeah, no, that's usually a problem with me. I watch too much fucking BBC, man.
I used to watch the BBC a fair bit back in the day.
Well, now I just watch British programming not on BBC because I can't watch Wire in the Blood on BBC right now.
Well, see, we're completely wireless. We cut the cord a long time ago. Like we have not had cable in I don't even know how long. I think the last time we actually I'll take that back. My mom who lives with me, she got the satellite company for DirecTV to come bring stuff out to the house. So, but that lasted for maybe 4 or 5 months before we converted her to Hulu.
Yeah. Oh, that's another one I like on Hulu. Now that you mention is Prime Suspect.
At this rate, the underground runs are going to take us 4 hours, or take me 4 hours. Chase, you need to like send me some cliff notes, dog. That way I can get through this quicker, yo. I mean, if you want it to happen.
You know, you handle this so much better than Paul on Retro Gaming Arts. I'm not dissing the man, but he's trying to play all the Resident Evil games without really taking any advice, and it's especially painful for me because, like, when he was doing 1 and 2, I've played those games so much I could practically write my own strategy guide.
Right.
And you see somebody making those same rookie mistakes. You're like, oh my god, no! What are you doing? You want to take on the tyrant with only 1 magazine for your Beretta? Are you insane?
Well, I will say this. I am right there with you, and that's why whenever I was talking about the speed run and how fast I want to do it, there's a reason why I'm not doing that just yet, because right now I can't. It takes me my fastest time is 1 hour 24 minutes and something seconds, and that is for the worst outcome possible. Straight running, no stopping. I'm talking about leaving Barry in the dust whenever I'm playing as Jill every single time, but leaving Barry at the top of the library after you fight off the snake for the second time, and just dipping and not saving nobody, not dealing with Chris, letting Barry die, all that crap. And I'm talking about 1 hour 25 minutes or so, 1 hour 23 minutes, something like that.
Wow, your time's better than mine.
Dude, I've been playing that game since October of 1997.
I think maybe too. You probably just you got some things down better, because it's like, for me, I'll still walk and kind of be a little more cautious about certain things, maybe, because like my worst time was with Chris on the Japanese version,
Right.
and my best time was 2 hours and 27 minutes, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And that's worst outcome, except not the worst outcome, because I still saved Rebecca.
I got you.
Although I could have let her die. I should have let her. But because fuck Rebecca. I don't like Rebecca.
Oh my god. After this, I would recommend you leave to go to Zoa and buy health items.
Buy health items. Absolutely.
Chase, I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. I agree with you wholeheartedly. In all honesty, what we are probably going to do, y'all, I hate to be this way after I just said everything, but I do have a video I have to finish editing for all of you good people to drop tomorrow. So with that being said,
what's the video? What's the video? Give us some hype.
You're gonna fight. Oh crap. Okay. Let me put it this way. If you will go on the Saturn Junkyard's YouTube page, you will see that there are numerous videos, of course, and you will find out that there are only 2 videos that have over 200 views on them. Okay. One of those two videos gets a sequel tomorrow. That's what I'm going to say.
Ooh. I'm looking now. I'm going.
I'm not going to tell you which video is getting a sequel. I'm just telling you one of those videos is getting a sequel tomorrow. At 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, you and the whole rest of the world will be able to happily watch the video and like it, dislike it, tell me I'm an asshole, tell me I'm great, tell me I'm cool, whatever you want to do.
The long-lost sequel to Burning Rangers, huh?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. All right. Okay, let's see. We're going to save the game, of course, y'all. We're going to just go ahead and save the game. Currently, we're level 25. We made some good progress. We went up 6 levels. I'm not going to say we made great progress, especially Chase. Chase will probably say that we went slow as molasses, rolling back uphill. However, we did what we could, okay?
Whoa!
So, we will catch y'all in 2 weeks, and we will carry on with part 5, and hopefully, God willing, we'll have Chase, we'll have Patrick, we'll have you know, AJ, we'll have freaking Chris, we'll have, you know, Vampire Mike, we'll have everybody here. Who the hell knows? It's a party, it's a mystery, you never know. But on that note, everybody up in the chat's going to be quiet for the next 18 seconds because I didn't get to do it to start off with. So boom, there's the intro. You can talk over it if you want to.
Oh, okay. Oh, God, I definitely can.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. But if you want to stick around for a second, we normally chat after the fact. That's, you know, the backroom talkings that the rest of the world can't hear. But regardless, from the Saturn Junkyard, I am the Southern Sega Gentleman. This has been AJ from Mastercast TV. We have also had Chris from Saturn Memories. We had Vampire Mike from Sega Saturn CD Universe, Sega CD Universe. God, Pat is screwing me up. And Patrick, of course, Sega Saturn Shiro, who was buying noodles or whatever the hell it was. Love y'all. Peace out. This is us. We'll talk to you later.